Karen, how long are you planning to stay? After I came all this way to celebrate your new house, that's how you talk to me? Are you saying I'm in your way? No, but you've been here for 2 months since coming to celebrate the new house. I've tried to be accommodating, but I need to know your plans. Why are you so concerned about my plans? It's not about an exit strategy. It's just unusual for a house visit to last this long. You young people are always so obsessed with schedules and timing. When I was your age, family would stay as long as they needed to. I understand wanting to spend time together, but 2 months is quite extended. Are you counting the days? That's so cold. Don't you think your husband and Megan might be worried by now? I already told the family, so it's fine. They understand that families should stick together. Did they expect you to be gone for months, though? Details. Why are you suddenly so concerned? Besides, you must be lonely with Jason away on his trip. He's been on that deep-sea research expedition for months with no contact. You must be feeling super lonely. I was lonely, but that doesn't mean I need you to fill that void. I have my work and friends, too. Work and friends aren't the same as family. A house needs warmth. And I'm providing that warmth while my son is away. I appreciate the thought, but I'm an adult who can manage on my own. Besides, Jason is scheduled to return from his trip soon. Is that so? When exactly? He hasn't contacted me at all. I just got a call from his company. They said he's wrapping up the research and coming home. So I'm not feeling lonely anymore. Well, that's wonderful news. I haven't seen my boy in so long. When exactly is he coming back? They said it would be in a few days. They're finalizing some reports first. If Jason is coming back, we need to hurry. What do you mean? Are you planning to welcome him here? Were you thinking of preparing something special? We're family, so of course we should. I was thinking of organizing a big welcome home party. That's thoughtful, but Jason usually prefers quiet time after his long trips. Nonsense! A mother knows what her son needs. You and Jason only recently reconciled, right? You were estranged for a long time, but made up when he got married. Yes. It was such an emotional reunion. Tears everywhere. No, he never talked about his family with me. He's always been very private about his childhood. That's strange. We were so close when he was young. I guess boys don't like sharing their feelings. That's why mothers are important. But don't you think he'll be shocked to see you all here right after coming back from a long job? He might need some space and time to adjust. That's so rude. You're talking about us like we're bugs under a rock. Do you think he'd be horrified to see his own mother? I didn't say that. I just meant he might be tired and not expecting visitors. Visitors? I'm not a visitor, I'm his mother. You really don't understand family dynamics, do you? I'm just trying to consider what would make Jason comfortable after his trip. I know my son better than anyone. A mother always knows best. Anyway, I'm staying until Jason gets back. So make sure you prepare dinner for me tonight, too. Something nice, not that plain food you usually make. Fine, I understand. I'll prepare something for dinner, but I can't promise anything fancy. But I'll be late because I have work. I have an important meeting that might run over. You just do computer work, so you can't be that busy. I don't care if it's IT or ET or whatever, just come home early. Real work is what I did raising 3 children, not typing on keyboards. My work is actually quite demanding. I have responsibilities to my team. Whatever, just be home by 6 to make dinner. I'll try my best to be home at a reasonable time. Karen, what is going on? Why is there a moving truck parked in front of our house? Are you finally leaving? Actually, we've decided to move in here. What? You can't be serious. Your new house is so comfortable and we all love it. It has so much more space than our cramped apartment. This isn't something you can just decide on your own. My husband, my daughter, all of us are going to live here. Megan is so excited about having her own room for once.
Wait a minute. That's completely unacceptable. You can't just decide to move into someone else's house.
Why not? We're family. Family stays together. Don't you believe in family values?
Family values don't mean invading someone's space without permission. This is Jason and my house that we worked hard for.
You have so much space here. It's selfish to keep it all to yourselves.
Because you can't just decide something like that without discussing it with me. This is a major life decision that affects everyone.
We did discuss it. I'm discussing it with you right now.
This isn't a discussion. You've already called movers. You didn't talk to Jason about this either, did you? He would have mentioned something this significant.
Well, we can't reach Jason, so there's no choice. He's underwater or whatever. You can tell him when he gets back. He'll be thrilled to have his family close.
That's ridiculous. If you can't reach him, then wait until you can. Don't make decisions because he's unreachable. How would you feel if someone decided to move into your home while you were away?
That's different. Nobody would want our tiny apartment. But we're meant to be in this new house. It practically called to us the moment we stepped inside. You know we live in a tiny apartment, right? 3 people in a 1-bedroom. It's inhumane.
No, I don't know that. You've never invited us to visit you, so how would I know? The first time I met you was when you suddenly showed up claiming to celebrate our new house. I barely know anything about your living situation.
What's with that attitude? You're making us sound like suspicious persons. Is that how you see your husband's family, as strangers? Yet you went ahead and got married without telling me. A mother should be at her son's wedding.
We decided to have a private ceremony, just the 2 of us. It was our choice. Many couples do that these days. And Jason didn't seem to get along with his family, so he never suggested inviting you.
Well, we had a bad relationship before, but we've made up. All water under the bridge now, ancient history. Jason gave us this address himself. Why would he do that if he didn't want us to visit?
Visiting is one thing. Moving in is completely different. Well, putting that aside, going from a visit to living together seems like too big a step, don't you think? Especially without Jason's input.
Who cares? The key to relationships is stepping up. Taking initiative, being bold. That's how we deepen our bonds. You'll see, Jason will be so happy when he returns.
Don't twist things to suit yourself. You can't just invent relationship rules as you go. I'm going to contact Jason and confirm. He needs to know what's happening here.
But he's still at sea and unreachable, right? You said so yourself. He's underwater doing research. How will you reach him at the bottom of the ocean?
I just got word from his company that he'll be back on land soon. Apparently, he'll be able to call from his hotel. They're setting up a call for us tonight.
This is bad. We need to hurry the movers. Get everything in before the call.
What? What does that mean? Why are you in such a hurry if you think Jason will approve?
Well, if Jason is coming back soon, right? We need to finish moving in quickly and prepare a celebration for him. You know, surprise him with the whole family being here. He'll be so touched he won't be able to say no.
I don't think that's going to work the way you think it will.
Trust me, I know my son.
I'm going to step outside and make some calls. Please don't bring any more things into the house.
Too late. The movers are already bringing in the couch.
So that's what happened. All this while I was gone. My mom and sister just showed up and stayed for 2 months?
Yes. I tried to be polite at first, thinking it would be a short visit. But it just kept extending, and now they're literally moving in. What should we do? I feel terrible asking them to leave, but this is getting out of hand.
They probably planned to take over while I was away. This is exactly what they used to do when I was in college. They probably thought, if we take it, it's ours. Classic mom strategy.
I see. So this isn't the first time they've done something like this? That's why she panicked when she heard you were coming back. She's rushing the movers to get everything in before you return.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. She's always operated on the principle that it's easier to ask forgiveness than permission. Actually, never ask forgiveness either, just take. Hey, Amy, can I say something? This might sound harsh.
Sure, what is it? I want to hear your honest thoughts.
Your crisis management skills are seriously lacking. Like, really bad.
What? What do you mean?
Even if she had proof she was my mother, letting a stranger into the house and letting them stay for nights on end? You're way too trusting. You barely know her. I don't want to sound like I'm blaming you. What if something bad had happened to you? What if they had stolen from us, or worse? I know you're kind. It's one of the things I love about you. But being this trusting makes me worry.
You're right. When you put it that way, I can see how naive I was. I'm sorry, I got manipulated by your mom. I kept thinking, she's my mother-in-law, I should be respectful.
No, I'm not trying to blame you. This is exactly how she operates. She's an expert at manipulation. It's partly my fault for avoiding talking about my family. I should have warned you about them from the beginning. I never properly addressed the issue and put you in the middle of it. I was hoping I never have to deal with them again.
It's not like that. You don't need to blame yourself. You couldn't have known they would show up like this.
No, it is. I know my family. I should have prepared you. I wanted to escape from my family. They've always been like this, taking advantage whenever possible. Look at this. I'm sending you a photo.
Whoa! What is this? Is that you on a poster?
When I got into college, my mom put up a poster on the town bulletin board. She made a poster to show me off to everyone in town. This is a photo from that time. My son got into state university with a scholarship. So proud! Complete with my school photo and everything.
That's seriously messed up. Who does that? That's so invasive of your privacy. I can't imagine how embarrassing that must have been.
It really is messed up, my family. I was mortified. Everyone in town was talking about it. And of course, she did the same thing when I got a job. Another poster. My son works at Ocean Research Institute, making big money. I'd be happy if she was just proud of me. But after I started working, she began asking for money. It was never about pride. It was about showing off her meal ticket. I kept sending money back home, but they started demanding more, and eventually even started sending me copies of their credit card bills for me to pay. Can you believe that?
What? Expecting you to pay them? That's absolutely outrageous. How could they think that's acceptable?
Yeah. I thought it was my duty to help my parents, so I paid for a while. But they started taking advantage and spending more and more money, so I got sick of it and cut off all contact. They'd buy luxury items, then claim they couldn't afford rent. I was working 80-hour weeks while they were living it up on my dime.
I see. So that's why she's trying to move in. They must be desperate for money. I'm starting to understand why you never wanted to talk about them.
I'll be back in a few days, then we can talk to them. I'm not letting them manipulate you anymore. I'm sorry about all this. You shouldn't have to deal with my family drama. It'll be a bit more trouble until then, but I promise I'll handle it. Trust me.
No worries. Now that I understand the situation better, I'll be more firm with them. I won't let them take advantage of our home while you're away. Good job with work. I'm proud of the important research you're doing.
Thanks, you too. I love you, and I'll see you soon.
Love you too. Travel safe.
When are you coming home? I've been calling for hours. What about dinner? We're hungry. Megan keeps asking where you are.
I've moved out, so do whatever you want.
Wait, what are you talking about? Is this some kind of joke? Stop with the stupid jokes and come home right now. We need dinner and the Wi-Fi password.
Like I said, I'm in my own home now. I've moved out of that house. You seem so determined to live there, so I left.
Whatever. You just built that house, right? Spent all that money on it. Who moves out of a brand new house after less than a week? Are you crazy?
Me, that's who. Maybe I'm the first in human history, but honestly, it's my choice where I live.
You might think you're being funny, but you're not. This is serious. We've moved all our stuff in. We gave up our apartment for this. Jason will be disappointed when he gets back. With such a boring wife. No sense of hospitality or family values.
It would be sad if Jason came back to a boring wife, but he's already back, so no need to worry about that. He's right here with me, actually.
What? He's back already? But you said he was still at sea. Are you seeing ghosts or something?
Not at all. I moved into an apartment with Jason. He got back early, and we decided this was the best solution.
Oh, so Jason is back here? Tell him to come home. We need to talk. There are family matters to discuss.
Yes, he came back a few days ago. We already had an apartment contract, so Jason went straight there from his business trip. He never even stopped by the house.
This makes no sense. I don't understand. You're not making any sense. Why would you build a new house but also have an apartment contract? That's financially irresponsible.
That was the plan all along. So our plans haven't changed at all. The house was never meant to be our permanent residence.
Just let me talk to Jason. I need to speak with my son directly. We have business with him. Important family business.
You can talk to him, but you can't meet in person. He's quite busy catching up on work. And whatever your business is, it probably won't happen. He already told me about your history with money.
Listen, don't interfere in family matters. This is between a mother and son. You're an outsider, so keep quiet. You have no idea about our family history.
You're trying to borrow money, aren't you? But Jason has no intention of giving you any. He was very clear about that.
Excuse me? What is that supposed to mean? How dare you accuse me of such things? It's only natural for a son to take care of his parents. Just tell me his contact information already. Or put him on the phone right now.
Hey Mom, it's me. It's Jason. Sorry for suddenly cutting contact, but I think you know why I did.
Oh, Jason, my darling boy, it's been so long. You should have told us you were back. We've been waiting to welcome you. We prepared your favorite foods and everything.
Welcome me? You just took over the house, without my permission or knowledge. How is that welcoming me?
Took over sounds so bad. We're just sharing the space as a family should. Having parents live with you is every child's dream, isn't it? It's the natural order of things.
Don't decide what my dreams are. My dream is to live happily with Amy, without interference from people who only contact me when they need something.
That's harsh. We've always been there for you. That's why we want to support you both. A young couple needs guidance from experienced parents.
Whatever.
I have a small request. Could you start sending money again? Just a little each month to help us get by.
I figured that's what this was about. It always comes down to money with you. Look, I've sent more than enough money already. You not only used it all up, but kept asking for more. There's never an end to it with you.
It's a child's duty to support their parents. You make good money now. It's only right to share. Who do you think put you through college? We sacrificed everything for your education.
Don't give me that crap. I paid for all my tuition with part-time jobs. I delivered newspapers since high school. I worked night shifts at the convenience store through college. You didn't contribute a cent.
We couldn't help being poor. We gave you the gift of independence. They say young people should struggle, right? Aren't you glad you got to experience that? It built character.
What? What kind of twisted logic is that? You're trying to take credit for neglecting me? We were poor because neither you nor Dad worked much. After Grandpa's inheritance, you just lived off that. Instead of investing it or using it wisely, you blew through it in a couple of years.
Stop nagging. That's all in the past now. The point is, you succeeded because of us. Our parenting made you strong and independent. Now you make big money just by being on a ship. So share some of it. That's what family does.
Oh, yeah, you've got to be kidding me. First, I don't just make money by being on a ship. I'm a marine biologist with 3 degrees who works incredibly hard. Second, you'll just waste it at the host club again. Or buy another weird colored fish for $3,000. I'm not funding your irresponsible spending anymore.
That wasn't just a fish. It was a miracle fish, a rare dragonfish. The seller said it would bring prosperity to our home. And it was a bargain at that price.
Only you would fall for that ridiculous name and pay $3,000 for a fish that died 3 days later because you didn't research proper care. I'm not letting my money go to stuff like that. I work too hard for it.
You ungrateful child. After all we've done for you, just give us the money. We have debts to pay. Serious debts. People are looking for us.
Pay back what you borrowed yourself. That's common sense. Don't make your child lecture you. Mom, you need to take responsibility for your own actions. Anyway, I'm cutting ties with my family. I've been running away until now, but I'll say it clearly. I'm going to live with Amy, so don't get in our way. I won't let you manipulate her or take advantage of her kindness.
Damn it. In that case, don't come crying to me when you need family. You'll regret this decision.
Karen? Please move out of there quickly. Jason has decided to cut ties with his family, so we're now strangers. I need that property back soon.
Why? That house belongs to you, right? Since you moved out, it's now ours. Possession is 9/10 of the law.
No, that's not right. You're misunderstanding something. I never bought that house to live in myself. It's not actually a regular house at all.
What? What do you mean? It has bedrooms and a kitchen. It's a house.
That building was meant for my work. It's a prototype and test facility. I was planning to stay there until preparations were complete. But it was never intended as my personal residence.
Work? Your work is with computers, right? What does a house have to do with computers?
What do you mean, work with computers? That's incredibly vague and dismissive of what I do. My company develops IT services for seniors. Very simply put, it's like a computer class. But it's much more sophisticated than that.
So you're a computer teacher? You help old people use Facebook? That doesn't sound very impressive.
I'm not a computer teacher personally, but we support people who don't want to be left behind by modern technology. Our services help seniors stay connected with family, manage their healthcare, and maintain independence. Recently, we've started a new business, and that building was built as a smart home for seniors. It's a model home to showcase our technology.
Smart home? Like those houses where the lights turn on by themselves? Sounds complicated and unnecessary.
It's basically a very convenient house. It has features that make life easier and safer for elderly residents. We plan to expand these smart homes nationwide using all the IT technology our company has. Safe, modern homes that even elderly people can use comfortably. Voice-activated systems, fall detection, medication reminders, and more.
So that's why it felt so comfortable. No wonder everything worked so easily. I thought it was just a nice new house.
Yes. Your compliments have given me confidence. It was helpful to get such a good sample test, though not exactly the test subjects we had in mind.
Why didn't you explain this important thing earlier? You tricked us into being your test subjects? That's unethical human experimentation!
Like I said, you were an excellent sample. So I observed the situation for a bit. And I did try to tell you to leave multiple times, if you recall.
I thought you were just a sweet, simple girl, but you might actually be quite calculating, using us like lab rats.
You have to use whatever resources are available. That's how you succeed as a CEO. When life gives you lemons, make a detailed report on lemon functionality.
Oh, wait, you're a CEO? A computer CEO? Of your own company?
I don't know what a computer CEO is, but yes, I'm the CEO of an IT company. I founded it 5 years ago. We've grown quite quickly. You didn't know? I thought Jason would have mentioned it.
Of course I didn't know. You never said anything. I thought you just had some small office job.
Well, people don't generally introduce themselves with, "Hello, I'm a CEO." It's not something I lead with in casual conversation. But I'm surprised Jason never mentioned it to you.
Anyway, this works out well. Could you give us some money? We need it to move out of this house. Since you're kicking us out, the least you could do is help with moving costs. You know we're poor. I'll definitely pay you back later, so lend us moving expenses. Jason doesn't seem willing to help at all. But you're different, right? You have a heart.
Karen, you may have forgotten, but we're strangers now, right? Since Jason, my husband, has cut ties with your family. I'm not obligated to give you anything.
Come on. You have plenty of money, don't you? You're a big CEO with your own company. After using us as your sample without permission, it's not fair to give nothing in return. It's the least you could do.
Look, about that sample thing. I asked you to leave many times, but you refused to go. I may have been too accommodating, but you all had a good time too. You got 2 months of free housing out of it.
But we've already given up our apartment. We'll have nowhere to live. You can't just throw us out on the street. What about my daughter? She's innocent in all this.
Okay. Against my better judgment, I'll help one last time. I'll provide moving expenses. Consider it severance pay. Don't contact us again. Deal?
Really? Thank you. You're an angel. I knew you had a good heart. I promise we won't contact you. We'll disappear from your lives completely.
In return, you need to leave today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. You can use our company warehouse. You can store your stuff from the apartment there for now. Until you find a new place.
Understood. We'll be out by tonight. Thank you so much for your generosity. I can see why Jason married you.
Karen, do you remember our agreement? It's been 10 days since I gave you the money.
Of course I remember.
I hope so. I told you to move out quickly, right? I give you money for moving expenses, including severance. So why are you living in our company warehouse? My security team just informed me they found a family living there.
Didn't you say we could use the warehouse freely? You offered it to us as temporary housing, right?
No, I didn't. I said you could store your belongings there. Who would think a family of 3 would start living in a warehouse? There aren't even proper facilities there.
What choice did we have? That money wasn't enough. Have you seen rental prices these days? Everything is so expensive.
Karen, you used that money for gambling, didn't you? My staff saw you at the racetrack the day after I gave it to you.
What? How would your staff know what I look like? Are you having me followed?
Jason heard from someone in his hometown. A former neighbor saw you at the tracks and recognized you. Why would you spend moving expenses on a horse racing? I really don't understand. That money was meant to help your family.
Because if I won, the money would increase. That's better, isn't it? I was trying to multiply it so we could afford a bigger place. I was thinking of your investment growing.
But if you lose, it decreases. Like what happened. You lost everything, didn't you?
How was I supposed to know the horse would fall? The odds were really good.
I'm done. Since you won't listen to reason, I'm calling the police right now. This is trespassing, and you need to leave.
What?
Wait a minute.
You can't call the police on family. We're living here as a happy family of 3. You can't do that. Think about how it would look, a wealthy CEO throwing a poor family out onto the street.
This is a warehouse used for work. It's not a residential building. It's not safe or legal for you to live there. I didn't abandon you. I gave you money. Even though Jason scolded me for being too nice, I didn't abandon you. I tried to help, but you chose gambling over your family's security.
Then show me mercy one more time. Everyone deserves a second chance. I'll definitely win next time. I've been studying the racing forms. I have a system now.
You're clearly planning to gamble again. After everything that's happened, that's still your solution? Forget it. I'm calling the police right now. Nothing you say will change my mind. You've had far more than a second chance.
You're a cold-hearted person. After all I did for you, keeping you company when you were lonely. This is how you repay kindness?
How am I cold-hearted? I'm extremely kind. Too kind, according to my husband. I gave you money even after you tried to take over our house. If you don't leave within 5 minutes, I'm really calling the cops. Got it?
Fine, fine. We'll leave your precious warehouse. But we have nowhere to go. What if something happens to us? What if we end up on the street?
Trying to get sympathy won't work. Jason supported you with money for years, and I did what I could too. You've had plenty of opportunities to improve your situation. Instead, you gambled away resources meant to help your family.
That's cruel. I swear I'll never gamble again. My husband and daughter are hungry and suffering. We haven't eaten properly in days.
I give you money considering them too. I can't believe you used it for horse racing. That was incredibly irresponsible as a parent. I can't help you anymore. You need to figure this out yourselves.
Come on. Weren't you a kind person? What about Christian charity, compassion? How can you treat us so poorly? Is this how a CEO behaves?
Yes. I reflected on being too nice. It doesn't help anyone when I enable harmful behavior. If I help you again, you'll just take more advantage of me. So I'm firmly refusing. Sometimes being kind means setting boundaries.
But thanks to me, you weren't lonely, right? All those meals we shared, the talks? Don't you feel any gratitude?
I don't know about that. Yes, I was super lonely while Jason was away, but you were super annoying. You criticized my cooking, insulted my job, and tried to steal our house. That's not exactly good company.
Please don't leave us hanging. If you help us one last time, I promise we won't bother you again. For real this time, I'll sign a contract.
I absolutely don't believe you. You've made similar promises before. Just leave already. The security team is already on their way.
Fine. Give us your apartment address. That's where you're living now, right? With Jason, right?
There's no way I'd tell you. After everything that's happened, not a chance.
I just want to send a New Year's card. So we can stay in touch. Family should stay connected. So please tell me, where is it?
Let's see. Since I'm E.T., my address is in space. Maybe try sending it to the moon. I hear the postal service there is excellent.
You think you're so clever. You'll regret this.
Goodbye, Karen. The security team will escort you out shortly. Afterward, Karen and her family were thrown out by security guards and ended up homeless. It was revealed they were actually running from debt collectors and had moved in with Amy to hide. They've now left town and are living as fugitives with no money. Jason successfully cut ties with his family and seems satisfied. However, he regrets postponing dealing with these problems and deeply apologized for putting Amy in the middle. Jason reimbursed the money Amy had given to Karen, insisting it was his responsibility. I'm reflecting on being too nice and plan to channel my desire to help people into my work instead. On my days off, I'm going to pamper myself.